Internal Affairs is not available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. Press the pound key to end recording.
Lorraine, this is Omar. You told me to call back tomorrow. The time now is 2:12 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Once again, Lorraine, this is Omar. I spoke with you yesterday about the police brutality cases. The phone number that I'm calling from is 772-538-8586. Once again, my phone number is 772-538-8586. You told me to call yesterday. You told me to call yesterday, anytime after 9 p.m. Today, well, right now it's 2:13 p.m. So I'm calling after 9 a.m. rather. I'll call tomorrow. Once again, today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. And my name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. First name Omar, O-M-A-R. Mohsen, M-O-H-S-E-N. Ibrahim, I-B-R-A-H-I-M. And my last name is Fuad, F as in Foxtrot, O as in Oscar, U as in Umbrella, A as in Alpha, D as in Delta. And my email address is duediligencecorporate@gmail.com. D as in Delta, U as in Uniform, E as in Echo, diligence, regular spelling, D-I-L-I-G-E-N-C-E, corporate, regular spelling, C-O-R-P-O-R-A-T-E, @gmail.com. So that's duediligencecorporate@gmail.com. And once again, my phone number is 772-538-8586. Time now is 2:14 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hassan Shibli, this is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. First name Omar, O-M-A-R, last name Fuad, F as in Foxtrot, O as in Oscar, U as in Umbrella, A as in Alpha, D as in Delta. My attorney, Muhammad Sher, is representing me on 3 federal cases involving police brutality and police brutality cover-up attempt by the City of Miami Police Department. Give me a call as soon as you get this message, please. My phone number is 772-538-8586. I need to know what's the best way to send you some money or send my attorney, Muhammad Sher, some money. You previously mentioned you would like $30,000. So I'm trying to see what's the best way for me to send either you or Muhammad Sher the money. Please call me as soon as you get this message. My phone number is 772-538-8586. Once again, my phone number is 772-538-8586. And my email address is duediligencecorporate@gmail.com. D as in Delta, U as in Uniform, E as in Echo, diligence, regular spelling, D-I-L-I-G-E-N-C-E, corporate, regular spelling, C-O-R-P-O-R-A-T-E, @gmail.com. The time now is 2:18 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you for choosing Elliswell Corporation. My name is Josephine. Are you calling us about a new case?
Yes, ma'am. I spoke with Agnes yesterday, and I received a text message.
Oh, yeah.
I received a text message today at 1:25 p.m. It says, "This is Ellis Law Firm. You recently spoke with our after-hour service, and we would like to speak with you directly. Is now a good time?"
Okay. Is this Omar?
Yes.
Okay. So just bear with me 1 second here. So I'm going to, you have 3 last names, correct?
My first name is Omar. Mohsen Ibrahim is my middle name, and Fuad is my last name.
Okay. Give me a second here. I just want to make sure I'm notating everything correctly. So, oops.
What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Josephine.
Josephine. So what do you do there at Ellis Law Firm?
So I'm with the intake department. I do the same thing that Agnes does, the lady that you spoke with last night. We handle all the new cases for the attorneys. So when you call in and you haven't spoken to an attorney yet, that's what I do. So the line that you're calling on, I'll have to send a message on over to them to have them reach back out to you. I do have to verify all the information that you provided us to make sure I have everything correct here, okay? I do have, your first name is O-M-A-R, last name so your full name is O-M-A-R-M-O-H-S-E-N-I-B-R-A-H-I-M, last name F-O-U-A-D?
Yes, that is correct.
Perfect. And then I have a phone number here that you provided us with 772-538-8586, and that looks like your cell number and only number?
772-538-8586, yes.
Perfect. And then I have your email address that you provided us with as well, because the attorneys are going to need this in case if they have to send you anything via email. It's DUEDILIGENCECORPARTE@gmail.com.
So it's...
So due diligence corporation@gmail.com.
No, it's due diligence corporate@gmail.com.
Oh, so sorry, corporate. Yes, CORPARTE. Like, let's call back.
Corporate is regular spelling. CORPORATE. Corporate.
Correct.
Okay. You said CORPAR.
No, just I'm so sorry. CORPORATE.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So I sent a message on over to the firm to let them know that you're calling back on in response to that text message you received. So just allow them some time to review it, and they'll be reaching back out to you shortly, okay?
Okay. Do you know approximately when they'll be calling me?
So the office closed at 5 p.m., so it should be here shortly.
Okay. Is there any way maybe you could reach out to them right now and see if they could speak with me right now? Only because it's an urgent
unfortunately,
matter.
all the attorneys that I have available are on other calls, so the only thing I can do is send a message on over to them to have them reach back out to you. I did send it over as an urgent message, so that way they know to review it right away, okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great day. Bye-bye.
Same to you. Time now is 2:25 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Good afternoon, law firm.
May I speak with Marcia Giordano Hansen, please?
May I ask who's calling?
My name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. I'm a victim of police brutality. I need her help to obtain monetary relief.
Monetary relief. Okay, you will need to have a consultation with the attorney, Marcia. Let me check her availability. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm going to place you on a brief hold. Give me 1 moment. Thank you for holding. What would it be for exactly? Give me a little bit more details.
The monetary value or the case detail?
Both.
Well, I requested $100 million when I filed the case pro se. The Honorable Judge Spencer Eig, he said he's willing to consider granting me relief. The attorney that was handling the case for the city of Miami was the city of Miami attorney Douglas Harrison at the time from the city of Miami attorney's office. But after that, the coronavirus pandemic happened, and they literally shut down the courthouses, and it was very difficult for me to continue to go to court after that. And I ended up having to move from South Florida, and I'm now in Tallahassee, Florida.
Okay. And what was the relief for?
There's an officer named Ronnie Rodriguez from the city of Miami Police Department. His badge number was 42511. I told on him because he pushed me in my chest, and I told his supervisor. His name is Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364 from the city of Miami Police Department. And when I was telling his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, snuck up behind me. He put me in a chokehold, and then he purposely twisted my neck to the right, attempting to break my neck. And then he picked me up and he body slammed me onto my left side, onto the concrete, in front of Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364. And then Officer Ronnie Rodriguez put me in handcuffs, and he put me in the back seat of his police vehicle. And then there was another officer who arrived to that crime scene. It was a PRI officer, police responding to the incident officer. His name was Leslie Diaz from the city of Miami Police Department. And he immediately confronted Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511. And he said, "Why'd you beat him up?" And then Officer Ronnie Rodriguez ended up yelling at Officer Leslie Diaz and said, man, let's just take this kid somewhere and beat the SHIT out of him some more. And then PR Officer Leslie Diaz told him to transport me to Jackson Memorial Hospital. And PR Officer Leslie Diaz was in a separate police vehicle and was behind him in a separate police vehicle while I was in the police vehicle of Officer Ronnie Rodriguez in handcuffs. And then they transported me to Jackson Memorial Hospital, and Officer Ronnie Rodriguez walked me inside the hospital. He took the handcuffs off of me, and then he left. And then I called 911 from the hospital phone, and they sent the internal affairs to Jackson Memorial Hospital to take pictures of the injuries on my body. They took pictures of fresh wounds on my body caused by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez. And the internal affairs detective that they sent, his name was Detective Eric Rodriguez, the same last name as Officer Ronnie Rodriguez. And they have pictures of the injuries. They have a report from the court hearing that they had at the Jackson Memorial Hospital 10 days after. They had me at the hospital for 10 days, and then the 10th day they had a court hearing, and they had a judge named Judge Alvin Balint Jr., and there was a prosecutor there named Prosecutor Lourdes, and there was two public defenders that were defending me named Public Defender Attorney Julian D. Maria and Hugh Keoth. And then there was two doctors there, Dr. McLeod and Dr. Rios, and several people wearing long white coats that were standing around us. And the judge said, he said, the doctor himself even saw signs of bruising. This court, therefore, does not see how one can reasonably, let alone clearly and convincingly conclude the respondent's behavior was due to mental illness. It, after all, is perfectly understandable for anyone that has been beaten up, whether justly or unjustly, to be easily agitated or irritable as he or she is in pain. The respondent's demeanor at the hearing further discredits the notion that his behavior is related to mental illness. And then it says, where is it? This court, however, empathetically rejects Dr. McLeod's latter statement because not only is it based on him seeing and treating the patient for just one day, it was an uncontested fact at this hearing that the respondent was beaten by the police. The doctor himself even saw signs of bruising. And then this document, it says probate division in the Circuit Court of the 11th Judicial Court in and for Miami-Dade County. It says case number 2018-4772 MH02 Division 5. And it was signed by the Honorable Judge Alvin Balint Jr. and Circuit Court Judge George E. Cueto, Cueto. This was on August 17th, 2018. It says, further notice. So this document, it's saying what the judge said, and that he released me from the hospital because obviously I didn't break any laws. I was beaten up by the police because the officer was retaliating against me because I told on him. And also I found out that the officer, Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, he filled out a police report and he falsified the police report. He wrote that he brought me to Jackson Memorial Hospital because I was walking into traffic, and that's not true. He just didn't want to write that he beat me up, and then brought me to Jackson Memorial Hospital. And
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look up the case a little bit. I'm going to look up the docket, look up everything that it says, and then I'm going to talk to Marcia, Attorney Marcia, about the case and see if she is, if there's a case that she could take, and we will set you up for a consultation after that. Just give me a little bit so that we can review the case, okay?
okay, how much does she charge?
For consultations are $250. How much she would charge for this, I'm not sure. We would have to review the case.
Okay. Okay, when is she gonna call me?
I'm going to be the one to call you back shortly. Let me just review the case details and talk to her about the details and see if this is a case that she even will take on. And I'll let you know.
Okay, do you think it's gonna cost more than $30,000 for her to represent me?
Oh, I don't think so, but I'm not too sure. I won't be able to tell you.
Okay, but
But I will be able to tell you as soon as I do call back.
okay, perfect. It should be
Okay.
it should be less than $100,000 for sure, right?
Yeah, but I want to say so, yes.
Okay, all right, perfect. Because
Okay, I'll give you a call back.
because I'm on Social Security disability income because of
Okay.
my neck injuries and my back injuries and injuries to my lower extremities caused by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez. But I have some money saved up. But I'm trying to make sure I'm able to at least afford my necessary living necessities and
Of course.
things like that because
No worries.
I have a family too.
Of course, I got it. I'll give you a call back shortly, okay? Let me just review the case details.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Time now is 2:45 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Mr. Shope, this is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. I need your help obtaining monetary relief from a police brutality case in the city of Miami.
If I could give you, I'm on the line. Could I give you a call in a little later?
Yes, absolutely. How much do you charge?
Well, we do, depending on the case, we do contingency. We don't charge by the hour, so we do all percentage contingency.
Okay. I mean, but I'm willing to pay some money for you to help me. It's really.
So you were arrested. Are you dealing with a criminal or a civil case?
So I was arrested. But the thing is, they had a court hearing at Jackson Memorial Hospital. And specifically, so what happened exactly was there's an officer named Officer Ronnie Rodriguez from the City of Miami Police Department, badge number 42511. I told on him because he pushed me in my chest, and I told his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez from the City of Miami Police Department, badge number 2364. And when I was telling his sergeant, his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, snuck up behind me. He put me in a chokehold, and then he purposely twisted my neck to the right, attempting to break my neck. And then he picked me up and he body slammed me onto my left side onto the concrete. And he did that in front of his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364.
Sorry, I would love to hear more, but I have someone on the other line with you. So this is a criminal case, correct?
What
What were you arrested for?
So he wrote in the police report that he arrested me and brought me to Jackson Memorial Hospital because I was walking into traffic, but that's not true. And there was a court hearing with Judge Alvin Balint Jr. At the Jackson Memorial Hospital. And Judge Alvin Balint Jr. was the judge. There was a prosecutor there named Prosecutor.
So you're being charged with felony, correct?
I don't think so, because they had the documentation that they signed when they released somebody from the court.
Yeah.
It says probate division case number 2018-4772-MH02. And Judge Alvin Blent Jr., he wrote, he said, where is it? Respondent.
All right, I'm going to have to call you back. I've left someone on hold. Let me call you back. What's your name, sir?
My name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad.
Okay, Omar, I'll call you back in less than 15 minutes, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
How may I help you?
I need help obtaining monetary relief from a police brutality case in the city of Miami.
Okay, honey, what is your name?
My name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. First name Omar, Omar. And then my middle name is Mohsen Ibrahim, M as in Mary, Ohsen, Ibrahim, I as in India, Brahim, and my last name is Fuad, Fouad.
Okay, Omar, what is the best number to give you a call back at?
772-538-8586.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see if my intake is available. If not, I'll take the call. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, Omar, I'm going to transfer you to Jesus, okay? He's going to take all the facts, and he's going to be the one to run it by with the attorney. And, they'll let you know. Okay?
Okay. Is it possible? How much do they charge?
If it's in pre-suit, it's 33 and 1/3, and if it goes to litigation, it's 40%. And those are the Florida bar rules. Like we can't change the price of what the Florida bar. We can't make it more. You know what I mean? The Florida bar is what sets those prices or those fees.
Okay.
1 second, honey.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, sir, how are you? My name is Jesus. I got your call from Yanel. She told me that you have a case for us. So do you have 15 minutes so we can talk about it?
Yes.
What's your first and last name, sir?
My full name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. First name Omar. Last name Fuad. Fouad.
Fouad. Got it. And what's the date of the accident?
It wasn't an accident. It's a police brutality case.
Yes. So when did it happen?
It happened on August 7th, 2018. By Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511.
What's the name of the officer again?
First name Ronnie, Rony. Last name Rodriguez, Rodriguez. Badge number 42511 from the City of Miami Police Department.
Okay, give me one moment. And what exactly happened?
Officer, I told on Officer Ronnie Rodriguez because he pushed me in my chest. And when I was telling his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364, Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, snuck up behind me. He put me in a chokehold, and then he twisted my neck to the right on purpose, attempting to break my neck. And then he picked me up and he body slammed me onto the concrete, onto my left side. And then he arrested me. He put me in handcuffs. He put me in the back seat of the police vehicle that he was in. And then PRI officer Leslie Diaz arrived and confronted Officer Ronnie Rodriguez and said to Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, "Why did you beat him up?" And then Officer Ronnie Rodriguez ended up yelling at Officer Leslie Diaz and said, "Man, let's just take this kid somewhere and beat the SHIT out of him some more." And then PRI officer Leslie Diaz told him to take me to Jackson Memorial Hospital. And PRI officer Leslie Diaz was in a separate police vehicle, and he was behind him while they were driving me to Jackson Memorial Hospital. And then once we arrived at Jackson Memorial Hospital, Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, walked me inside Jackson Memorial Hospital. He took the handcuffs off of me, and then he left. And then I called 911 from the hospital phone, and I told them that Officer Ronnie Rodriguez beat me up, and my neck is hurting, my back is hurting, my knees are hurting, my feet are hurting. And they sent the internal affairs to the hospital, and the internal affairs took pictures of several fresh wounds on my body caused by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511. And then we had a court hearing inside Jackson Memorial Hospital on August 17th, 2018. And there was a judge there named Judge Alvin Billent Jr. There was a prosecutor there named Prosecutor Lourdes. Then there was two public defenders there representing me. The first public defender, her name was Julianne D. Maria. And then the second public defender, his name is Hugh Keoth. And then there's two doctors there named Dr. McLeod and Dr. Rios. And there were several people wearing white long coats standing around us. And the Judge Alvin Billent Jr., he said that this court, however, empathetically rejects Dr. McLeod's latter statement because not only is it based on him seeing and treating the patient for just one day, it was an uncontested fact at this hearing that the respondent was beaten by the police. The doctor himself even saw signs of bruising. And then they released me from the Jackson Memorial Hospital. The case number on this document that the judge signed, it says in the Circuit Court of the 11th Judicial Court in and for Miami-Dade County, Florida, Probate Division. And it has my name, Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad, and it says case number 2018-4772.
Omar, can I interrupt you for one moment? And I'm sorry for that I'm doing this, but why did you wait so long to look for an attorney if the accident happened? Well, it happened back in 2018.
Well, I didn't wait a long time. I literally, as soon as they released me from the hospital, they told me I need to file a lawsuit. And then, so I didn't have any money. So they told me to just go to the courthouse and tell them I need help filing a lawsuit. and they said that they'll give me a packet of documents to fill out, and one of those documents is called an indigency form, and they said to just tell them what happened on the packet, on the documents in the packet, and fill out the indigency form and take it to the clerk of courts, and then they'll assign a judge.
So I would like to tell you that when you have a personal injury claim, nothing is paid up front. We work with contingency fee basis, meaning that we don't get paid if you don't get paid. That's how it works. Now, there's like certain statutes of limitations to file a claim. For a personal injury claim, it used to be 4 years. Now it is 2 years. It happened back in 2018. There is nothing that we can do at this moment, sorry.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's different. It's not just from like a personal injury case, like from an accident or something like that. I was injured because of a government employee, and also after I filed this case, and I spoke with the Honorable Judge Spencer Eig in courtroom 505. And there was an attorney from the City of Miami Attorney's Office named Douglas Harrison. The judge, the Honorable Judge Spencer Eig, he said that he's willing to grant me relief. And after that, the coronavirus pandemic happened, and they shut down the courthouses. And it was very difficult for me to continue to go to the courthouse in South Florida. And I ended up having to move.
Yeah.
I ended up having to move entirely from South Florida. And I'm now in Tallahassee, Florida. But the main problem is that my neck is still hurting. My back is still hurting. I have several injuries to my lower extremities. And these are all injuries caused by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez. And I'm on Social Security disability income because of the injuries caused by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez.
Wow, I'm really sorry to hear about what happened. So here's what we can do. I'll consult with the attorney and ask if there's something that we can do. As I said, the accident happened back in 2018, so most likely there's nothing that we can do right now because we are a personal injury firm. And I think police brutality it falls under personal injury. So I'll consult with the attorney and I'll get back to you. If you don't hear from me, it means that there's nothing that we can do. But I'll still check and let you know.
Yeah, there is something that you guys could do. For example, if someone files a case like this that involves a government employee injuring somebody, and then there's situations involved, like, for example, the coronavirus pandemic happening right after and the courts being shut down and the situation involving the victim, having injuries and the injuries getting worse because obviously they didn't obtain monetary relief yet. And that's what they need to be able to fully recover, or at least try to fully recover. There's something called equitable tolling. It's a remedy that is supposed to be used in these types of cases that eliminates the statute of limitations. It's very simple. It's very simple. It just needs to be filed in court.
We are aware, sir. As I said, let me just check, and if there's something that we can do, I'll call you back.
Well, how much do you guys charge?
Sir, we don't charge anything up front. We work with contingency fee basis.
Okay. What does that mean exactly, though?
Okay. So, basically, it means that we only get paid if we successfully recover compensation for you in your case. If we don't get a compensation for you, then you will not owe us anything. That's how it works.
Oh, okay. Um. Okay. So, but are you guys willing to just at least file the documentation with the equitable tolling remedy so I could obtain monetary relief?
I'll need to consult. I mean, if we're gonna take a case, we're gonna like go ahead and do whatever everything that we need to do, not just like sending some documents or filing some documents. But as I said, Omar, let me just consult with the attorney.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, of course, we would have to file all the documentation and everything. But from what I was told, that, if I were to refile this case, the city of Miami attorney's office would try to uh, get the case dismissed with a technicality, which is the statute of limitations. And what we would have to do as the plaintiff and the victim is we would have to file an equitable tolling remedy. So the statute of limitations are eliminated and I'll be able to obtain monetary relief. I was told
Okay.
that's what
Yeah.
that's what the purpose of the equitable tolling remedy is for these types of cases that have statute of limitations and the victim is injured and the injuries are getting worse, and obviously the victim needs monetary relief. And it's used a lot in these types of high profile cases involving police brutality and government employees injuring someone, and situations involving where the individual or the victim is not able to continue to go to court because of his injuries and because of his difficulties surrounding him being able to accomplish his necessary living necessities, and all of those contributing factors that would not have been a problem if they weren't injured by the government employee.
Okay. Well, as I said, Omar, let me just consult and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Do you know when you'll be calling me?
I'll say in like 30 minutes.
Okay.
And again, if you don't hear from me, it's because there's nothing that we can do, sir.
What?
Just bear with me. I'll check with the attorney right now.
What I was trying to say was, there is something you guys could do. Is you just have to use the remedy, the equitable tolling remedy, to eliminate the statute of limitations.
Yeah, I get that, sir. Still, I'll need to consult with the attorney and check if that's something that we can handle. If so, I'll get back to you.
Okay. I think the filing fees are like $400, and then the other documents that we need to file are a few $100s and things like that. I could pay that. If you guys need me to pay that, I don't mind paying that.
No, sir. As I said, we don't charge anything up front unless we get to a settlement. There's nothing to be paid if we don't get a compensation for you.
Right. Well, I was just saying, just in case if they were worried about spending, those $400 to open the case and then the few $100 a handful of times to file documentation, I'm willing to pay that. It's just the thing is, I can't go to the courthouse myself because of my injuries and because I'm to be honest with you, I'm scared to go to South Florida after the officer attempted to murder me. And that's one of the main reasons also why I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. So I need an attorney, to help me with this situation. And, I don't know what else to do. And it's something as simple as, using the equitable tolling remedy to eliminate the statute of limitations issue. That's the only thing that we need to do.
Sir, I mean, we have the. I totally understand what you're saying, but I still need to consult and get back to you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Sure thing. I'll be in touch.
Mm-hmm. Time now is 3:15 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Internal Affairs is not available to take your call. Please leave a message.
Hello, you have reached the state attorney's office. One moment, please.
Good afternoon, State Attorney Office. May I take your call?
I need to speak with Catherine Rundell, please.
Please hold. State Attorney's Office.
Good afternoon, sir. May I speak with Mrs. Catherine Rundell, please?
She's not available at this moment, sir. Is there something I can help you with?
Who are you exactly?
My name is Santiago. What's your name?
My full name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. I need to report a police brutality case that I'm still injured from. I have an injury.
Police brutality?
Yes, I still have injuries to my neck, my back, and my lower extremities from Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, from the City of Miami Police Department.
Okay. Have you tried contacting the Internal Affairs Department?
Yes, sir, I did, but they're not helping me.
You're not helping? Okay. We have a department, sir. It's called the Public Corruption Department. Maybe they can take your complaint and better assist you. Just hold on one moment, okay?
Okay.
State Attorney's Office, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I need to speak with someone that can help me with a case involving police brutality that I'm still injured from. I have injuries to my neck and my back and my lower extremities.
Have you filed you will have to file a complaint with the Internal Affairs for them to do an investigation.
Yes, ma'am, I did, but they're not helping me.
What do you mean they're not helping you?
They lied and closed the case and said that they couldn't determine whether the officer beat me up or if the officer didn't beat me up.
Mm-hmm.
But they're lying.
Okay, well, that has nothing to do with our office. Just so you know, our office is the prosecuting agency. We're not the investigating agency. That has to be done by an investigating agency who will in turn refer it to us once they complete their investigation if it's founded. And based on what you're telling me, it already went to Internal Affairs, and they were not able to determine whether or not the officer did what you say they did. That's why I didn't go any further.
So what do I do? Because they lied. They have the pictures of the injuries.
Well, there's nothing that our office could do about it. Perhaps you can speak to a supervisor over there, maybe, or maybe FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Our office is not over law enforcement. We're the prosecuting agency, so perhaps you can speak to someone higher up over there at the police department if you like to voice your concern, or maybe contact Florida Department of Law Enforcement to see if it's something they will look into. I'm not sure if that's something that they would do, but those are the two options that you have at this point.
Okay. Well, here's the problem, though. They need to prosecute Officer Ronnie Rodriguez because he put me in a.
Okay, I understand that, but what I'm explaining to you is it doesn't start here. You're contacting the wrong agency for that. You will have to contact Internal Affairs back and speak to a supervisor over there or Florida Department of Law Enforcement. I can give you FDLE's contact number if you do not have it. Do you have FDLE's number, Florida Department of Law Enforcement?
I could Google it, but what's their number?
I have it. You don't have to Google it. It's area code 305-470-5500. You can contact them. That's law enforcement. See if it's something they will look into, or you can contact the Internal Affairs and try to speak to someone in charge over there.
What's the number again? You said 305-475.
Give me a second. Give me a second. One moment. Let me just verify it. Let me find it again. Florida Department of Law Enforcement again is... Oh, boy, I lost it just that fast. Give me a moment. It is 305-470-5500.
470-5500.
Yes.
And if
okay.
Well, I have some questions. I'm sorry that I sound nervous, but the officer attempted to murder me, and then they retaliated against me.
I understand it. You know what, sir? I spoke to you before. This is not my first time speaking to you, and I believe I shared the same information with you. So I do, unfortunately, it's unfortunate that this happened to you, and I do recall your story, but it's nothing that our office can do because our department is not over that. So you will have to contact the two numbers that I gave you.
Okay. When you say story, does that mean does that mean what I told you, or does that mean that I'm lying?
Yeah. No. I didn't say you was lying. I just said the story, meaning what you told me. I'm sorry. I have another call holding for me. Okay, sir? I have another call holding for me. Okay? I hope everything works out for you. Okay?
Well, I just need monetary relief.
I have to go, sir. I have another call holding. You have a good day. Okay? Okay? Okay. Bye-bye.
Time now is 3:38 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Internal Affairs is not available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. Press the pound key to end recording.
Lorraine, this is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad again. I just spoke with the state attorney's office in the city of Miami, specifically Catherine Fernandez Rundell's office, the state attorney's office in Miami, and they told me that I need to speak with a supervisor at the Internal Affairs in Miami. My phone number is 772-538-8586. Once again, my phone number is 772-538-8586. And my email address is duediligencecorporate@gmail.com. DUEDILIGENCE corporate, regular spelling CORPORATE @gmail.com. Once again, My email address is duediligencecorporate@gmail.com. The time now is 3:40 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024.
You've reached FSU Primary Health. If this is a medical emergency, hang up and dial 911. If you're calling for FSU Senior Health or FSU Telehealth, please hang up and dial 850-645-5050. Please choose from the following options. For general information about our practice, including office hours and location, press 1. If you're currently experiencing symptoms of COVID-19 or need to schedule a sick visit, press 2. To schedule, cancel, or confirm a wellness or follow-up appointment, press 3. For information about a pending referral or imaging order, press 4. To speak to a nurse or medical assistant, press 5. For billing questions, press 6.
Thank you for calling Florida State University. Your call is important to us. Please hold for the next available representative. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
If you would like for us to save your place in line and call you back when it's your turn, please press 1.
Good afternoon. This is FSU Primary Health. How may I help you?
My name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. My Humana member ID number is H08403701. I need to
Okay, what's your date of birth?
December 14th, 1988. I need to reschedule my appointment from today. I'm not feeling good. My neck is hurting. And the
So yeah, they've already canceled that appointment out, but yes, I can reschedule you 1 moment. That's his next available.
Okay, so the earliest.
Yes.
The problem is I'm having difficulties, just taking care of my necessary living necessities. And I'm having low energy, and my neck is hurting. My hands and arms keep going numb. It's just I'm putting my alarm clock on also, but when I'm trying to wake up, for example, to take a shower and get ready and to go to my appointments, I don't have any energy.
I understand. Which appointment would you like, or would you like to call us back and let us know what appointment you would like to take? But for the next available here,
I just told. I'm just telling you the severity of it, so at least you guys are aware. Because if I don't tell you, then we are aware. We have all the messages. We're aware of what's going on. Okay, so I'll have you reschedule with Dr. Whitten. Okay, thank you, ma'am. And could you send me an email to my my email address, due diligence
Yes, sir.
@gmail.com?
Mm-hmm. Once it gets closer to it, the automated service will send you that email, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Time now is 3:49 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm sorry, extension number 30547055000 didn't answer. You've reached the voicemail of extension number 30547055000. Please leave a message.
My name is Omar Mohsen Ibrahim Fuad. First name Omar, last name Fuad, F as in Foxtrot, O as in Oscar, U as in Uniform, A as in Alpha, D as in Delta. I reported the police brutality situation that I was directed to report to the FDLE today by the state attorney's office in the city of Miami, specifically Catherine Rundell's office, this state attorney for the city of Miami. There's an officer named Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511. He pushed me in my chest, and I told on him. I told his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364 from the City of Miami Police Department. And when I told his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364, Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, snuck up behind me. He put me in a chokehold, and then he purposely twisted my neck to the right, attempting to break my neck. And then he picked me up and he body slammed me onto the concrete, onto my left side. And then he put me in handcuffs, arrested me, and put me in the backseat of the police vehicle that he was in. And he did that in front of his supervisor, Sergeant Edwin Gomez, badge number 2364. And then PRI officer Leslie Diaz from the City of Miami Police Department confronted Officer Ronnie Rodriguez immediately when he arrived to that crime scene, and he said to Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, "Why'd you beat him up?" And then Officer Ronnie Rodriguez ended up yelling at PRI officer Leslie Diaz and said, "Man, let's just take this kid somewhere and beat the SHIT out of him some more." And then PRI officer Leslie Diaz told him to bring me to the Jackson Memorial Hospital. And PRI officer Leslie Diaz was in a different police vehicle, and he followed behind Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, while I was in the back seat of Officer Ronnie Rodriguez's police vehicle in handcuffs. And they transported me to Jackson Memorial Hospital. Once we arrived to Jackson Memorial Hospital, Officer Ronnie Rodriguez walked me inside to the Jackson Memorial Hospital and took the handcuffs off of me and left. And PRI officer Leslie Diaz was waiting outside. And once I was inside Jackson Memorial Hospital, I called 911 from the hospital phone, and the Internal Affairs sent Detective Eric Rodriguez from the Internal Affairs, same last name as Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511. The Internal Affairs Detective Eric Rodriguez took pictures of the injuries that Officer Ronnie Rodriguez, badge number 42511, caused on my body. Specifically, Detective Eric Rodriguez from the Internal Affairs took pictures of several fresh wounds on my body caused by Officer Ronnie Rodriguez. And then we had a court hearing at Jackson Memorial Hospital. The judge that was there, his name is Judge Alvin Valent Jr. And the prosecutor that was there, her name was Prosecutor Lourdes. And there were two public defenders that were representing me, named Julianne D. Maria and Hugh Keoth. And there were two doctors there, named Dr. McLeod and Dr. Rios. And Judge Alvin Valent Jr., he said, one of the things that he said is, this court, however, empathetically rejects Dr. McLeod's latter statement because not only is it based on him seeing and treating the patient for just one day, it was an uncontested fact at this hearing that the respondent was beaten by the police. The doctor himself even saw signs of bruising. And then they hung up. The time now is 3:57 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, 2024. The audio recording, the audio transcript of me reporting this to the FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, at phone number 305-470-5500 is 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.